Whoa. Hang on a second.
Will you look back when you're old and grey and think those dumb kids had a lot to say when we were trying to make this night one you'd remember? I don't care if my wheels don't turn, I don't care if my pipe don't burn, as long as I am flowing through your veins after I'm gone away.
It's Thursday night, and you know what that means.
Time for Thematically Speaking. I like the way you went. I'll say it this time. Now, I've got a new segment this week to start off the show because a few people have sent them in. There's going to be one each week. Before I bring the guests on, we've got Joke of the Week. And this week, it's from Holly from Ben and Holly's Theme Park Adventures.
What did the shark say after eating a clownfish? This tastes a little funny.
So yeah, if you want to send us a joke, we'll put it at the start. We've already had a few sent in, so we'll send one of those each week. But without further ado, we are bringing on our guests. Here are Ellie and Richard from the Anything But Mediocre Travel Blog, I'm calling it. How you doing?
Hello.
How you doing?
Oh,
I'm muted.
I've muted you.
There you go.
Sorry.
Hang on. Now we can hear you. How you doing?
It's okay. We're just waffling anyway. Yeah, no, we're doing all right though. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'll flick to the chat as we see fit. But first, I'll do this first. This thing I've started to do on the show. It's about 2.5 minutes long, but I've thrown a highlights package together from some of your trips, and then we can talk about things we see in it, and to give everyone a bit of a kind of taster about what your channel's about if they've not seen it before. So
also the guys in the comments that are watching right now, our viewers, if you want to ask questions, just put it in there on the comments, and we'll make sure we get the question.
Oh yeah, we'll get the questions through. Yeah.
There you go.
It's about 2.5 minutes long. It's the highlight package of some of your vlogs.
Towers?
Yes, it is opening weekend, and we are here to ride the Curse of Autumn Manor.
I think it's Curse at Autumn Manor. I keep doing that in my head. I'm like, is it of or at?
To destroy their cannon and to save Warwick Castle. Are you ready to shoot Arthur?
R.I.P. Snowy.
Yeah. I'm more of a dog person. Yeah, me too. Do like a press penny. Near Huntingdon, I would say. It took us about an hour drive from Milton Keynes, but Richard's a bit anxious because it looks as though it's in someone's back garden. I will escape.
Really, you got to keep out, Ellie. You're not allowed here. Yeah, but it said keep out.
I'm so confused.
Getting mixed messages.
And look what I got.
We'd have to show it closer because you spun around too quickly.
Should I turn around?
He searched.
Yeah.
Ellie was saying the reasons there's a lot of police presence is because the
president of the Czech Republic.
Yeah, so his office is just here, so obviously it's heightened security.
I'd say good morning, but it's pushing the afternoon now because we had a late start, didn't we?
Yeah, I think after yesterday and Justin, we didn't really want to set an alarm and get up early to come here, so I must say I'm not keen on the trip.
Yeah, but you don't eat fish.
Exactly.
Hello, you ruined the show for me.
Yeah, so because obviously in the show they weren't doing any talking, they were just making sounds. It just made me think of The Sims. So now all we was thinking all the way through the show is The Sims. So obviously if you watch this show and agree with us, let us know down in the comments.
You'll see what we mean. It's just like, I used to do this dance in Gulliver's Land. It's still my fave.
Hey!
Oh, I'm proper nerding out at the dress and the back. You know, you dress in the bag with like the little.
One thing I want to say,
"Ah!"
whenever the trebuchet comes up, I always remember they set fire to the boathouse with it once, and they'd stop it for a while.
Did they? I
Well,
didn't know.
yeah, that always gets some. Because my friend a few years ago we used to do a podcast, and my friend said it in the podcast as kind of like a side note. And we had to go, no, that's important. What's happened? It's like, yeah, they set fire to the boathouse. Just happened, yeah.
Oh god. I mean, I probably would have laughed as long as everyone's okay. But that sounds quite funny, to be fair.
So you're probably going to want to ask a load of stuff, but I noticed at the start of that video is a similar problem that I had and a lot of other people had, and they can tell us in the chat if they did as well, whether it was at or of the curse at Alton Manor. And I came up with a way to remember it. It's at because it's Alton Towers. It's AT. That's
Oh,
it.
cool.
So they kept saying of, and I'm like, oh, I've done it wrong.
I kept saying of as well when it first came out.
Yeah, it makes absolute sense. I don't know why we kept forgetting either, because it is literally plastered everywhere. But as soon as it came to actually talking about it, you're like, oh, what is the name?
It's that thing where you prepare too much and you just forget everything.
Or what is it,
What
like
it
the Mandela effect, when you think is one thing, but it's actually another?
Oh
So-
yeah.
Yeah, I've had that recently.
Yeah.
What did you think of the curse while we're on it?
I liked it, and I think you did as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I think they've. Looks like they've put a lot of work into it, and it does look visually really good. We are a little bit sad, obviously, that Jules no longer there because we like the shooty games, but I think
no.
Yeah, we're so competitive.
Do you miss the sound of it? As you go around just hearing the.
Yeah, and I think I don't miss the guns though, because they were hard work and they were knackered, so they were rubbish. But I think with the curse as well, as long as they get like, because there was a lot of, I don't know if you noticed as well, all the dark periods in it, and we was a bit like, oh, like.
Yeah, I think the first one is meant to be hide and seek, but there was a few other moments. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what was your favourite effect?
What's her name? Emily, the giant Emily at the end. Like, I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. I actually like the beginning when the walls were breaking as well, when the walls were moving.
I like the spinning tunnel when you're going through.
Oh.
No one
about
said. I think mine was the mirror. Did you see the mirror along the right hand side when she's in the car?
Yeah.
That was my favourite.
It gave me Haunted Mansion vibes.
I don't know. I really struggle with favourites, but mine would be the that mirror as well. But there was other stuff. But yeah, go on.
So
You've had to talk.
Well, yeah, I thought people can ask about that if they want, but most people who have seen you coming on the show tonight are going to want to talk about Disneyland and Disney. And I don't know if we want to start off. We have a few people that watch the show that collect Loungefly. I don't know if you've got some you want to show off.
I have just a few. Yeah, I've got 4. 8. I think I've got about 8 in total. So I've got one. It's on display, so I can't wait to get that one down. But I've got a Tower of Terror one, which you saw in the highlights at the beginning, and it is my absolute favourite. But my other favourites are Halloween ones. So I've got my Mare from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Hey. Does the face? Oh, it's holographic.
It does.
Yeah. I'm a bit mad on Winnie the Pooh, so I've got 2 Winnie the Pooh ones. So I got my first little like cute one, although it's kind of like a weird soft sort of felt material, so I'm a bit scared to use it because I know as soon as I get it dirty, like that's going to be it.
Yeah.
And then I'll show you my third favourite because I got it from America. Like I ordered it from America to be delivered, and I had to literally wait like 5 months for it. But it's another Halloween Winnie the Pooh one.
So, it's got Heffalump on it.
Cute.
Yeah, so if it's Halloween, either Nightmare Before Christmas or Winnie the Pooh, then I'll probably have it at some point. But there's other ones that I like as well. Like they bring out like quite a few for animes now. So there's a few non-Disney ones that I like as well. It's an expensive habit.
I was going to say, it's no anime. If you did like an elfin lead one, then yes. Where she's got like the half the mask and a pink hair. That'd be cool. But
yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to hold. I've not bought any in a while, to be fair.
No.
Like I've been pretty good.
I think I have to rein you in because otherwise you'll just buy them all.
Yeah, but that's how Disney get you, though, isn't it? Like they bring out all this merch, and then you think, oh gosh, this is why I go to work, and this is what I get paid for. But
yeah.
Never mind.
I think we've got a group on here as well with Loungefly, so you're in the right. We'll probably go.
Yeah.
Oh.
So do you guys have any Loungeflies or any collectibles then?
Yes.
I've got a Cruella de Vil one. I've recently got a mermaid one as well.
Yeah.
And you've got that one I had to get.
I've got
theme park only one. You had to buy it from the theme park.
I don't know if it's on our vlogs, but I've got an Oogie Boogie one that's like
it's like a roulette wheel and you can spin it.
Oh,
I remember that one.
I think I've seen that one.
You've got the Minnie Mouse one, the candy corn one with the ears, which apparently you can only get from the park. That's what that one is.
So I've got quite the collection. And then I got one from the guy that I can't remember his name, but he is on my following list. That he designed some of like the tiki sort of designs in the tiki bar and things like that. And he did one for Nightmare Before Christmas, and I got that one as well with the purse.
Oh,
so
you got to matching purses as well.
not for all of them, but colour coordinate at least. I could just get like a cute purse or something to go with it, and then
So watching some of your vlogs, I've noticed one of your favourite rides is the Tower of Terror.
I love it. I'm so passionate about it. I think it's on tops as well in it though. Like it's not just me.
Yeah.
How would you rate them in order?
Pardon?
How would you rate them in order between the Florida and the Paris one, and then Guardians as well?
I can't bring Guardians into it. I think Paris is better than Florida because I think the Judders felt more random and they felt a bit rougher.
Yeah.
From memory. Obviously, it's all in French, but the story's good as well. So I would say maybe Paris. Oh no, because I love Guardians. I'd say Paris, then Guardians, then Orlando. Oh no,
really? I thought you're elitist. You wouldn't like the Guardians retheme.
No, I love. Oh, we've not been on the Disneyland Guardians one, but I think I would still prefer it over Orlando because Paris and Orlando are similar theming. So I feel like I don't know. Guardians is like the one at Disneyland. California. I think
we haven't done that one yet.
No, but I think we would love it nonetheless because it's Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's essentially the same ride, just different theming, isn't it? So I think it's the ride that we like.
Yeah.
The theming's like a secondary thing.
Mm.
Is
it that ride, or are you a fan of Drop Towers anyway? Or
I'd say both, but I just think it's that ride. Like I don't even know what sort of triggered the obsession with it.
I think it's because we went on it and we didn't really realise what it was. And when you sort of kept going up and down, it sort of just surprised us. I think that's what drew us in. It's like normal drop towers, you just go down.
So you didn't have any idea what the ride was then?
We knew it was a drop tower, but I didn't.
I was going to say, you'll be sitting there going, this isn't what they said it was. This isn't the elevator.
We knew it was a drop tower, but I think I don't know, everything about it, like Disney had it down, like with the theming, the whole setup of the ride. Like I just love everything about it. And so I think that's why the classic wins slightly more than Guardians, but because we're big Marvel fans anyway, I think Guardians could
done the Guardians, what's it called? The new one at Epcot.
The Cosmic Rewind one.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's amazing. It is.
Did you go on it quite a few times? Because it's got different. It's random what song you get, isn't it?
So we did it 3 times. So we had I can't remember the name of the songs. We definitely had September. So like the one, Do You Remember?
Yeah.
We had One Way or Another, Blondie. And then the other one, I don't know how it goes, but it's like bong chicken.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Which was the best one? Which one fit the ride the best?
I think either September or One Way or Another. Like with the Blondie song was really, really, it just fit it so well. But then they all did, and I remember because we was a bit worried because obviously it was the first time we'd gone on it, so I didn't know if if I was gonna fit on the ride, and it was one of the rides we really, really wanted to do. And when it did, and I was like crying all the way through it because it was just so good, and like it's so good. It's just a really, really, if you like the franchise, and I think as much as we did, like I think that's why we loved it so much. Yeah. Like you couldn't help but be like,
is that your favourite Marvel franchise?
For me, yeah.
Yeah, I think that is for you.
Yeah, what's yours?
Like Richard.
That's a hard one. So I think I prefer the Avengers movies. Like over.
That's all of them though. That's cheating.
Yeah.
You like Winter Soldier, don't you?
Yeah. I mean,
The more gritty ones.
yeah, I think the Winter Soldier was probably the best movie in terms of story. It's a bit more serious and rather than light-hearted bit.
I'm guessing from that you didn't like Love and Thunder then.
I don't mind
The
it.
other end of the spectrum, it's more a comedy, isn't it?
That's it. I think a lot of them have gotten a bit more. We've gone with the comedy side of it. I think it's sort of we like it, but I think it was better when they had it a bit more serious with some elements of the comedy. So that's why we saw the trailer to the Secret Invasion TV series, and that looks pretty good because it's gone back to sort of more serious. So it's had the Winter Soldier feel where it's more of a serious thing rather than just full-on comedy.
I got through away saying nothing will top Ragnarok.
Is
For Marvel comedy.
Is Ragnarok the one with
Yeah, sorry.
that Boulder guy's playing the PS4, and everyone said that's because it's set in the future and they still haven't managed to get hold of the PS5 yet? Something like that.
Oh no, I don't know. So Ragnarok is the third. Yeah, Ragnarok is very, very good, and that one's silly, but they got the comedy sort of perfected in that one. And it was done. That was Taika Waititi, wasn't it? So we like him a lot anyway. I mean, Love and Thunder was too, but yeah, Ragnarok was so good. I think they set the bar a bit too high with Ragnarok. So then when Love and Thunder came out, it maybe wasn't as good.
While we're talking about it, I just want to ask quickly, Moon Knight, is that good? Is that a favourite of yours?
I haven't watched it. You liked it?
Yeah, I quite liked it, but then I like Oscar Isaac anyway. I think he's quite a good actor. So I really like the Egyptian feel to the story.
Yeah.
So again, it's different. So it's not the same sort of superhero movie you're getting. It's I like the backstory and the just learning about the history side of it.
And the other side of the spectrum, what did you think of She-Hulk?
Again, I didn't watch it. Did not pique my interest, but you did watch it.
I didn't finish it, so that was probably the only thing I haven't finished Marvel-wise.
Nox Device says Moon Knight is great.
Moon Knight seems very similar to Doctor Strange, but I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
It does look good, to be fair. I don't even know why I've watched it. Now, if we're talking about Loki, on the other hand, then Loki is fantastic. It was very, very good, and I can't wait.
I feel like
I really like Loki.
I really like Loki.
I feel like all the villains these days are becoming so good at being a villain. Eventually, people start to like them, and there's no villain out there that everyone goes, "I absolutely hate that villain" still, because they're playing that villain so much, you know. But since we've got Nox in the chat, actually. Because in that video, we saw you went to Hamerton Zoo, and you went there for the same reason Nox went there when we went with him. See the wombat.
Yeah, so we...
How long had you waited to see a wombat?
Well, we saw one for the first time, and funnily enough, it was called Ellie, at Longley about 2 years ago now, wasn't it? Because I guess there's a bit of a story behind it. I love raccoons. So, like, on all of our, like, gaming tags, like, I'm either like raccoon and Richard is wombat, like, so you're a little bit obsessed with wombats, so we just try and go and see if there's a zoo with a wombat. So we're a bit sad when we couldn't see it.
I think they closed the area because there was it avian flu?
Something like that.
Yeah. So
is it Longley or Hamerton?
So Hamilton, it was closed off, but Longley, we got to see. We've seen Ellie at Hamilton, at Longley a couple of times, but yeah, at Hamilton, like the Australian outback bit was sort of closed off, so you could only see the wombats through like a little hole, and they were sleeping. I mean, we still saw the wombats, but
Sorry, we just had a little private joke there with Nox Survived. I got him a little cuddly wombat and I kept booping it on the nose, going boop. So he's put boop.
Because
Just saying, if I see a wombat, I go boop.
Because I went to Hamerton. I don't know if you saw it, but I went to Hamerton because I wanted to see an echidna.
I don't think we saw it.
It's what Knuckles is from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, is it? Oh no, we didn't then, did we?
No, it was like in a shed, and you had to pull a thing back to look at it.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the areas that was closed off, or even we couldn't see it.
Did you get a refund at all for that? Because it seems like they've cut off a lot of stuff from you.
No, I mean, I think we'll go back though, because it didn't take long for us to drive there, and it was only like a tenner to get in on it or something like that. So
they have a lot of areas that they're refurbing as well, so it does look like once it's finished, it will be quite good. I think when we went, it was probably more off season, so a lot of it was either closed or being refurbed.
Yeah, I mean, you thought we were going to get kidnapped when we pulled up. So.
Honestly, we driving down the road and I was like, "Where is this place?" And he's like, "Wow, it's so far out the way."
Yeah, I came across it by accident because I was looking for echidnas, and I grew up near there, so my parents still live down there, and we happened to be visiting them. So I was like, "All right, on the way back, we're going to go here." And then it was in a shed, and you have to pull a thing to look at this echidna that was sleeping. And they went, "Oh, because it's nocturnal, we have to keep it in the shed." But and then I saw another zoo that had them out in the daytime. I was like, I've been conned.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'd have to go again because I know.
Oh yeah, we'll have to go again. Knox might go again.
For me, there's penny mangles.
Oh yeah, don't mention the tiger.
Penny pressers. Yes. So I know there's.
I love a penny.
That's coming up. That's coming up later in the show.
I'm like,
I don't know if you know about the tiger or not. Do you know about the tiger?
The white tiger.
Just the tiger. Well, it wasn't the white tiger. I think it was one of the normal ones.
Oh, was it? No, what happened?
That's what Knox is saying there. We kept saying, don't mention the tiger whenever someone said the word tiger. But being serious for a minute, someone got, one of the keepers got mauled by one because they didn't close the door.
Gosh. Yeah.
And they've got a statue up, like a tribute. But the weird thing is, well, I suppose you wouldn't want a tiger, but the tribute is a cheetah. But they're getting with the cheetahs as well, and I'm pretty sure that's not safe.
No.
It must be comfortable.
And then
That's all I'm gonna say.
And then the three of us all got on one carriage for that land train thing that went around the cheetah enclosure. Pretty much.
It's close on.
Just so we'll have to go again there one day with like a group of us and
zoo day.
Train ticket. I think it'd be good. But yeah, for me it's red pandas. Mike, it's echidnas. So yeah.
No, it's the other animals. It's just like there's only a couple of zoos in the
pandas?
country that have an echidna. There's one in Cornwall, and that's it.
Yeah,
probably let those out in the daytime though.
Yeah, that's what Mike's just gutted that he didn't get to see one. He saw like the signs on it. That was it. But
yeah. Oh, well.
Very snoozy.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to go back then.
Yeah. Definitely.
Did you want to quickly? Well, we can stay on it as long as people want to stay on it, but. Did you want to mention anything about Mardi Gras? I know we brought up The Sims from the show. Was that Mardi Gras at Chessington?
It was Mardi Gras. It was Mardi Gras, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
When you were playing it back, I totally forgot we had that conversation about it, and it was so funny. And it was you who mentioned it, wasn't it? What they sounded like.
Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't speaking, but
No.
it was just the sounds it was making. And like, this just sounds like The Sims.
Was he making sounds, or was the sounds coming out and he was just miming to the sound, or was he making the sound?
I
thought he
don't know.
was.
Yeah, I think because I still think they had microphones, but I just don't know if there was like any planned speech in it. So it was all very like and like just making these random noises. I guess a bit like a mime, but not quite. But it was very bizarre. It was good, but it was a bit bizarre.
Yeah, it's very strange. I mean, it was a good event, but that's the thing that stood out to me. Is just can't see it the same way.
Expect to have like a diamond on the top. If walking around.
And I think it was Mardi Gras again. It might have been Thorpe Park, but I think there's a bit in the video where that made me laugh. Where Richard says, "I don't think much of the shrimp po," and then you say, "Well, you don't like fish." It's like, yeah, there's that point.
I know you have such an opinion on food, and half of the food you don't like, so you're sort of slagging this food off.
That's it. I wouldn't eat it in the first place. So I was just, it doesn't look good. I wouldn't eat it anyway.
So they've got koalas at Longleat. Have you seen
They
the koalas?
do, yeah. They've had a baby as well recently, like a few months ago, I think.
They refused to come out the corner. Oh dear, Kirsten with the Joneses. Sorry, just reading it there.
He is not happy.
We've been quite lucky with Longleat. I think there was a time a few years ago a monkey took off your back wind mirror as well. That was quite funny.
I wouldn't call that lucky though.
Okay, no, lucky in terms of the amount of animal encounters.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. But oh my god.
Have they got an option there to bypass the monkey bit? Because I know some of them has an option where you don't have to drive through the monkey bit because people don't want any of that.
Yeah, there is an option, and we would absolutely never miss the monkeys. I just can't. Like,
Oh, really?
so
I feel like Richard prefers having his car in one piece.
Ellie usually makes that decision. So we always go through monkeys.
They're just so funny though. Like, to be fair, out of the 3-4 times we've been now, so it's only been once that our car's been damaged. But
Yeah.
I feel like that was karma because the car in front of us, I think when their license plate got knocked off.
Something
So
like
we were
that.
laughing at
Yeah.
them, and then 10 minutes later, they come to our car and knock our back wiper off. So it's
The
karma.
monkeys look back
You
and go,
can't go
"Yeah."
any further forward because it's like the car in front stopped and you're like, get moving.
Are you going to want to talk about penny mangles? Because you didn't know that they're also into penny mangles like we are. Now, I have got another clip. It's about 1.5 minutes long, and it's highlights from your Legoland trip. We specifically went around to get penny mangles. So let's show that for everyone, and then we can discuss.
Very energetic.
Springy and energetic. We are here today at Legoland Windsor Resort. We're looking for some cheap souvenirs, aren't we?
Yeah, so last time we came here, we saw that they had press pennies machines. We've seen them before, but we've noticed now they do take card.
Yes.
And we first started getting into press pennies when we was out in Disney World last, and ended up just getting loads of them. So Ellie spotted them last time, and now we thought we'd just do a vlog round what different press penny machines are.
Oh. Ooh, okay. Was that the mermaid? Yeah, it was. Okay, yeah. It's been a while. Okay, so we've got our shiny mermaid. Do you like that?
I like the ninja skills.
I love that.
So, this one doesn't look plugged in.
No, I mean, try the card anyway.
No, it's not. It's not.
I'm not plugged in.
It's not plugged in.
What? What?
I'm very sad. They've ruined our collection.
So a plug socket nearby. It's just really dramatic music, and the way you're walking up the hill, you're like on a right mission.
Maybe I am.
Oh, what's the mission?
To find press pennies.
Oh, let's go.
Find around the park.
Yeah, if you think we've missed any though, let us know in the comments.
But half of them weren't plugged in, so that was a bit sad. So we couldn't officially complete our quest.
No.
But we're half complete.
Oh my word.
I feel like that's where modern doesn't do any favours, because if the normal ones don't need plugging in.
No. But
No.
I was thinking the one with the card reader confused me because we went to Warwick Castle October time, and it confused me the fact that I had to use card and not put pennies in.
I know.
I was like, what do I do? So yeah.
Yeah, they're great though, and we thought because a lot of people, it's a big thing in Disney World. Like, there's a lot of them everywhere, and I've got like these little booklets of ones that I've saved.
Oh, we've got them as well, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. The first time we went, we didn't even sort of give them another glance. But I thought actually they're like a really good cheap souvenir. But then you just get a little bit obsessed, and then you have to go and find them all.
Do you?
If you get two, you can turn them into earrings. If you get like a little drill, and then like I just thought I'd let you know as like an idea, anyone that's creative as well. But I have got two from Legoland that I might turn into earrings at this rate.
Richard's like giving me like the stink eye because I'm like when I'm feeling like creative, I like obsess over it. So now I'm gonna have about 50 pairs of penny mangle earrings, and then get really bored of it and have loads of leftover earring equipment.
I'm so sorry, Richard, for this.
So in that video, you went around to the ones that were plugged in, and you picked a design. Did you only get one from each machine then, or did you actually do what we do and just go get all four of them?
No, so we actually only did one from each machine. But I think in hindsight, we should have probably got more because a lot of them were really fun, but we were just trying to decide sort of between, we're trying to pick one each from each machine, if that makes sense. But there's always next time. And apparently there was one in the hotel as well. So we're going to have to go on a hunt for that. But I'm a bit sad because I've not really spotted them at like the other theme parks. I could be wrong.
Have you had many mishaps? Because we've sometimes had mishaps where you've heard it come down, it's down the back of the machine, and we've had to get someone and go.
Oh no!
No.
That's actually in our Gulliver's vlog from last year.
I'm just thinking, years ago they used to have one in the Alton Towers Hotel, but I don't think they've got it there anymore. And
That's when we walked out, wasn't it?
the one at Shock.
We walked out at like 9 p.m. and I was like, we're going home now. We're not getting
Yeah,
a penny
yeah.
There was someone there. And I was just like, no,
And
we're
then
not
there's
getting
a Shark Bait Reef. shop, maybe?
Yeah, there's one near the
Sea Life, I think.
well, in Legoland, there's one near the Neptune submarine ride.
Yeah, there's not very many, but they used
Yeah,
to
that we missed that one, didn't we?
Yeah. I'm sure we did miss a few, to be fair.
Might
And
need to
Breaking Trail says he wants to bump into you guys soon. He says you're his
I
favourite vloggers.
know. Again, I think Matt, you were at Alton Towers, and we were keeping an eye out for you, but we're just gonna have to plan something in, because otherwise we'll just never find anyone. Otherwise, especially with my mole eyes, I can't see anything. So unless someone approaches me, then you're kind of out of luck because I can't see anything.
Just going to mention this quickly, because we're talking about Alton Towers. The Bears Escape did a video recently about the favourite ride at Alton Towers, but also Hev from Bears Escape. Her favourite thing is things with 3 eyes, and I noticed that you were wearing the Alien Toy Story during your vlog when you did the curse.
We were
so you've got to bump into them at some point.
We were walking behind you at Mutiny Bay at one point, and then I just pointed it out. I pointed it out to Bears Escape, going, "Look, 3 eyes on the bag." 3 eyes.
I can see.
Yeah, that's the thing. As I was looking, I'm going, I know you, but I don't, and I don't say hello.
Yeah. No, we're exactly the same. We're terrible, but yeah, you love a bit of story, don't you?
Yeah.
Have you done Drayton Manor?
Pardon?
You done Drayton Manor?
No, we haven't actually. I don't know why. It's just not really been on the radar. I keep hearing mixed things about it as well.
I think because it's not part of the Merlin, so we have to pay and buy the tickets for it.
Hey?
So I was going to ask what you prefer out of the Madhouse Hex or the Monster Party at Legoland or Drayton Manor's The Haunting, but you've not been on The Haunting.
No, but I could already answer that. It's got to be Monster Party, isn't it? The soundtrack is fantastic. It's so good.
So many people are gonna say they prefer Hex, even though it's not open these days.
Speaking of ghosting you, Ben and Holly's theme park adventures apparently were sat next to you at Warwick Castle, and they didn't realise.
I know. We walked away, and Richard was like, "I recognise them," and I was like, "Do you?" And
is that the Trebuchet?
Yeah, we were literally
day.
And again, I messaged Ben after being like, "I think we were sat next to you. Like, I'm really sorry we didn't say anything." And it's hard because we just bottle it as well. So again, it's like, is it, isn't it? And then by the time we're like, "Oh, I think it is," like we're so scared to approach people.
It's too late.
So yeah, we're not standoffish. Like we're just really, really anxious.
Just say hello to them. Just go, wow! Hopefully not.
You want to get a big laminate sign and just hold it up.
Here we are.
So is that the best ride at Legoland in your opinion?
Nah, I'd say Flight of the Skyline first, and then Monster House Party. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I thought you were going to disagree. I was going to. What's your favourite?
The Dragon.
I do like the Dragon. It's a bit knackered though.
Yeah.
But I think we like Legoland so much as well because it's just it is for everyone. And anyone can go on everything, and it's just silly and fun. And someone spends most of our wages on Lego every few months. So
yeah, I'm just a massive Lego fan, so I always pick Lego.
Yeah.
We used to, but we ran out of space.
Is there a particular Lego that's your favourite, like a Lego set that you've got that's your favourite?
Probably can't see it. I think I could bring it down.
Oh no, you're going to try.
Gonna drop it. It's going to drop it.
I'm being nosy because I love my Lego.
It's going to smash
set.
to pieces, everyone.
I really love my Lego.
Oh, Bowser!
Oh my god, it is a Bowser made out of Lego. Oh,
That was my favourite one.
Oh, it's so cool.
I know, he's Lego, isn't he?
I kept eyeing that going, Mike, there's a Lego Bowser.
It is a really cool set.
Guess where the Jones just says it's Hex for them, but they agree with the soundtrack. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
it's just so
anymore
silly. It's so good. Although we did ride Hex for the first time, I think for both of us in over 10 years.
Yeah.
When we went for the curse opening, and I actually forgot how well themed it is. It smells funny. It smells really old and damp. I know it's supposed to smell
That's
funny.
part of the character.
I know, you kept being like it stinks in it.
I need to get some air fresh.
But I forgot how well themed it is and like how they set the mood. So I did really enjoy it, but I don't know, Monster House.
Is it? Does Richard do that a lot where you kind of try and get drawn in by the theming and then Richard will go, "This is rubbish, this," or "I don't like this," and it pulls you back out of it? This sounds like The Sims.
I like to think you're quietly enthusiastic.
I think majority of the stuff I quite like. You find things and it's like, "Oh, that's funny."
Yeah.
It's not a case of like saying, "No, it's not good." It's sort of it's strange.
Yeah.
What's the last time that happened at a theme park? Do you remember the last time you did that?
I actually don't know.
No.
We're pretty like mellow. Like we're both really laid back, and like we don't really we do have an opinion on things, but usually it's a pretty easy going opinion. Like, oh yeah, that's good. I don't actually know.
No, it doesn't happen often, so that's probably why you can't.
Yeah, I don't know. I like at Disney, I guess. I like the NAF rides, like Journey into Imagination, Living with the Land. Where you can sit down for 10 minutes. You're not a fan of those, but when it's a 5-minute wait, it's got to be done.
No,
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you in for the thrill or the theming?
Oh, here we go again.
Oh. I think because of my weight, it's hard to get on coasters. So I've not been on coasters in ages. Like, we're hoping that's going to change. Like, we've been trying to make like a conscious effort to go back on them together again. But I think even if I could, it is about the theming, and I think that's probably why we enjoy Disney so much, because as expensive as it is, they do get it right, don't they?
Yeah. I think that's it. Though. I think our favourite rides are geared more to theming, even over the coasters. So. Yeah. Like Universal, like we really like the Simpsons ride,
yes.
And like the Spider-Man ride.
Spider-Man.
And I think it's sort of different from just a normal roller coaster. That's why it sort of immerses you.
Yeah,
definitely.
What about you? What's your preference?
I'm theming.
Theming, yeah.
I have appreciation for like the design concept and things. So for me, it's theming.
We said it on a show when we had a load of guests on. I think it was when we'd been to Yorkshire Wildlife. Was it when we've been to Yorkshire?
I just asked
we had a load of guests on, and I thought, well, this is a no-brainer. Theming's better than thrills overall. And then we went through, and only one person agreed with me, and I was like, oh.
But it started a little debate on Theme Park Insanity's channel as well of like theming or thrills, and it was quite interesting. So. But yeah, it's just stuck with me. I'm like, I have to ask anyone, theme or thrills. Yeah.
I think that's a good question, though, to be fair. And it does make you think, because a lot of the real themed rides are not necessarily as thrilling. Like you could go back to the Curse to say like the theming for it now, apart from the few blank spaces, is so much better than what it was, but it isn't overly thrilling. Like you don't go for the ride as such, you go for the atmosphere.
Well, the big rumour is it's not finished. They're going to add to it. That's the big
rumour. Adam and Craig have put here, welcome, and they've put, can we choose both?
I would say so.
Might have to have a get one point and explain.
You can't do that. It's just for fun. And then if you go, no, both.
You must pick one.
And Thrill Wave say theming too.
Yeah.
Oh, Hush Hush Family. Hello, Hush
Hush Family. Who?
Hello, everyone else as well that's joined us. I'm not
ignoring.
Well,
we're going to hear later on, but we might be seeing Hush Hush Family on the show next week. But for now, I've got a bit of a quiz, photo quiz. I thought you'd want to have a go at. So, are you up for that?
Yeah, go on.
So what I've done is I've got photos of rides or parts of rides and close up. And just guess what they are. First three are from Disney parks, and well, you'll see it, and I'll put links in the description as well. But I've got them from the Musketeers.
Oh, that looks like that looks like Phantom Manor. Like,
is that what you're going to go for?
Pointy.
Yeah, I would have said.
It's either that or Haunted Mansion, but it gives me more Phantom Manor.
I would have said Phantom Manor.
Yeah, is what you want to go for?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Love that. I'm going to get the rest wrong now.
I know. You can't get it wrong because it's Disney.
I know.
Yeah, you're not going to live it down.
Oh. What's this one?
That's Sleeping Beauty Castle, Disneyland Paris.
Yeah. The square trees. The square trees. Didn't you put a post recently about you can't wait to go again and see the square trees?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the build up to the castle at Disneyland Paris is much nicer than some of the other parks, because it is so green and the square trees and that, it's just, I don't know, it's a lot nicer.
What's this one?
Oh, it's is it Space Ranger Spin?
Oh, yeah.
Is that the actual name of it? But it's the Buzz Lightyear ride.
Alien Swirling Saucer.
No. Is it? That's a different one.
Huh?
Is it not the Kingdom one?
You can do it if you want.
I don't know the answers.
I would say Alien Swirling.
Okay, I'll go
yeah,
with that. He thinks it's Alien Swirling Saucers.
I could be wrong.
Ooh.
Oh, I mean,
about
Is that what's it called? Autopia or Auto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard the posters out.
Yeah.
Tower of Terror.
Yeah. You had to get that.
Nailed it. Ooh. Fast.
Dinosaur.
No, that's not Dinosaur. That's Frozen.
Is it?
It looks like Frozen. Like the
Is that what you want to go for?
Frozen Ever After, yeah. Gorning.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
That was your
one.
favourite, wasn't it, secretly?
Oh.
What do you mean secretly? Why was it your favourite secretly?
Because he doesn't want people to know he likes Frozen.
What's better, Frozen or Tangled?
No. Frozen. I can't help it. I do like Tangled a lot, but Frozen has got the better songs, I think.
Right, these aren't Disney anymore.
I was going to say,
I have no idea.
That looks like, is it Galactica?
Excuse me.
I'll tell you what, that's a good shout. From that, that's a good shout.
Yes,
Got it. Enthusiast. He acts like he doesn't like the rides very much, but secretly he's the biggest enthusiast we've ever met. I don't know if you get this one. I don't know if you've been to this park.
It is.
Is it one from Greater Manor? Oh, no, is it Greater Manor got a voice?
It's that one of the Gulliver's parks.
Oh, which is funny because we've got one just around the corner from us. I don't know
this is the one that's around the corner from you.
Oh no!
You used to work there, huh?
Yeah, but no, I don't remember that, do I? Don't know.
No idea.
Dragon Siege goes upside down.
Does it? Oh god.
Yeah.
This is kind of an inside joke for our channel, so you might not get this. But what ride is this at?
Anyone in the chats can put it in.
The
as
chat,
well.
yeah. If anyone wants to put in the comments, but the joke is, if you don't already know, this is at a gate, and it's just daisy chain padlocks. And there's a nut and bolt at the end, so you can just undo it all.
Coasting with the Joneses and Adam and Craig do stuff. You're awesome.
The curse.
You got
Alton
nailed
Manor.
it straight away.
Tell you what though, no one said out or off. No one wanted to commit to saying out or off. We've got the curse. We've got Alton Manor. We're not going to even attempt out or off. But yeah, next time you queue for it, that gate on the left that goes out the park, there's 5 padlocks, and then at the end there's like a nut and bolt. You can just undo it. It's like, just get a chain.
I'm gonna have a look for that now.
Okay, I think this is the last one.
That's a lighthouse.
It's like a traffic cone.
I think, yeah.
I'm not saying it is a traffic cone. I'm saying it looks like one.
Yeah.
I don't know. It gives me Coast Guard HQ vibes, but I'm assuming it might not be that if it's a coaster. I don't know. What do you think?
Anyone else in the comments?
No clue.
Ooh, Ben and Holly theme park adventures. So
You've got the right park.
Ooh.
Anybody else?
Anyone want to have a guess before we?
Oh.
Yeah, is it Drayton?
Someone said, Drayton Manor. You're right, guys. It is at Drayton Manor, but what ride is it?
It's an actual ride. It's not part of like the entrance theming. It's actually a ride.
I know what it is because it's one of.
I know what it is because I prefer the ride that was there before they built it.
You got the right park thrill wave, but not the right ride. I'm afraid.
Close.
It's close.
I understand why they've said that.
Yeah, I get it as well.
Yeah, go for it.
Ben and Holly's theme park adventure.
Air race. It's quite a fun ride, to be fair. Or that plane thing, which is what they should change it to. That'd be a brilliant thing to change it to, I think.
The plane thing.
So they didn't do too bad there, to be fair. I was quite impressed by the Galactica.
I know. I think me too. I think you were quite impressed with yourself, weren't you?
Yeah.
You know, what's the need for?
The planes got upside down. Yeah, they do.
Did you want to tell us about any upcoming content you've got coming up, or have you not got plans, or we're not allowed to know them, or?
Yeah, nah. To be honest, we're so indecisive. So we'll say we're doing one thing. We'll probably change our mind in a few months. But we've got a few vlogs to come out still from Warwick Castle. We've got some from Butlins. We just come back from Butlins in Minehead.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. And there was another little zoo we went to called Tropicaria. And they had raccoons.
Oh, nice.
So we vlogged that too. But
Yeah.
in terms of big trips, we're going to Salou in June.
Portaventura.
Yes. And just looking forward to going to a beach as well, to be honest, and a water park. And Funnily enough, we've just cancelled our holiday to Egypt because we might book a Disney cruise instead.
Oh, right. You've been on some before, haven't you?
Yeah, we've done 2 now, and we've made it like a bit of a strange goal to try and go on every ship. And we never really saw ourselves as cruisers before, did we? But it's very, very good.
What was it? What was your first one like? What was it like?
What did you think? It was Magic at Sea, wasn't it?
Yeah, because there was a lot of restrictions still, because that was still during COVID time. So you still had to wear face coverings and do all the testing before you can get on the ship, and that was very stressful because
I was ill.
Yeah, you had a cold as well, so you was worried that they won't let you on because you got a cold. But you did all your tests and it all came clear. But yeah, other than that, it was still really nice. Everyone was really good service-wise. Like, almost you did feel like you were during a pandemic or whatever.
Yeah,
really good.
We were just surprised by it. It was just great.
What were the shows like on the ship?
So
I've
when
heard
we
things about them.
Yeah, they are. When they say like they're Broadway like caliber shows, they really are. So the first one we saw on the Magic was Tangled. That was really good. And it's just essentially the movie songs from the movie, and that like as a musical but condensed into about an hour. I can't remember the other one.
No.
And then on the Wish last year, it was Aladdin, The Little Mermaid, and then it was one about like Goofy steering the ship, and they do different scenes from the Disney movies. So, I mean, I cried for a lot of them, to be honest.
When did you cry?
I know, but they were really, really good. Like Aladdin was like fantastic. It was, I don't know, it was just, you kind of forget you're on a cruise ship. It's just a very surreal experience. It is good.
Oh,
you're not susceptible to seasickness then, or?
Luckily not. But last year, the first night it was quite rough, and there were some storms, and it being Florida as well. So you could really, even though it was a big ship and it's brand new, you could really feel it moving. And we had to have an early night because we were like, nah. But they provide seasickness tablets on the ship. So if you get like really bad, then you can go down to their health centre and just get some tablets. So touch wood, we haven't had too many problems yet.
Yeah.
So do they stop off like a normal cruise at places, or is it just about being on the boat itself?
Yeah, so they stop off. So the first one we did in COVID, because of COVID, it didn't stop anywhere because it wasn't allowed to travel overseas yet. So it was literally around like the British coastline. But then last year we stopped at Nassau in the Bahamas and Disney's Island Castaway Key, and it was stunning. And it was, although we got a bit too drunk at Nassau, didn't we? We sat in the sun and went to senior frogs for about 5 hours, and we got a bit distracted. But that was really good.
The point is, you got to get back on the ship, otherwise they'll leave you.
I just imagine like Jack Sparrow when he's looking at the ship coming towards him, and he does it. He's like, "You're there with like your bottle."
Pretty much.
I know quite a few people have been there. You've been to Siam Park as well, talking about water parks. What's that like?
Oh, stunning. It's a very good water park. You liked it a lot, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I was a bit controversial on your side. So I think the wave machine is better there than it is at Typhoon Lagoon. You
It's
completely
bigger.
don't agree.
But at least the other way around.
Yeah, I get the theming for the Typhoon Lagoon is better, but the actual wave is much better at Siam Park there.
Yeah, and I think if it was more frequent, then it would probably be tops.
Yeah.
But it runs every like 20 minutes or so. But you did a lot of the slides at Siam Park, and one of them we went on, and so it was like a big ring one where 4 people can sit in it, and they had a maximum weight limit. So me and Ricky thought, right, they're probably just going to put us both in together because we would take up enough weight for 4 people. No. They put us in with 2 other people, and Richard wasn't sat down properly, so you were like falling out, weren't you?
Yeah, so I was the person that was going backwards, and I hadn't sat down, and you already pushed yourself, and I was trying to get back in there.
How much speed did you get in that?
Gosh.
Pardon?
How much speed did you get up in that? Did it go quite fast, or was it not?
It felt very fast. So
I
I
was
thought you
holding
were
on
going to
for
come out of
life.
it.
So did Richard fall out?
No,
No.
luckily not. I had to hold on.
You were like sat on the edge of the ring,
Yeah.
though, like where like I guess the plastic is
Bouncing about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like holding on like that.
Yeah, I was thinking it was back quarter of the way down the slide before I actually got into the ring.
Did you leave him a review on TripAdvisor?
No, we didn't, to be fair. And we ended up getting a return ticket for it as well for like €20 or something like that, wasn't it? Because we liked it so much. And because it is such a popular water park, it was really busy. So you queued for like an hour for like the drop slide, didn't you? But it is really good.
I think the theming is really good at the park. So just again, it's so immersive in that. So that's why I really liked it.
Yeah. And I think even if you're not a massive fan of like thrill slides, like you can go to these water parks because you can literally just chill out by the pool for the day, or like on the fake beach or the lazy river. So I think that's why we like everywhere we go. If we're going somewhere warm, we look for a water park because we can both enjoy it in our own way.
What do you think of the fake beach at Thorpe Park?
I wish I could go in it like sometimes. Like I don't like that it's for kids. Like
you're not allowed to.
You go on like a really hot summer's day and you think, I just want to like dip my feet in it. Like,
Sit on a little beach. Kids, aren't you?
Yeah. It's a bit knackered though, isn't it? Like I remember it from when I was small. I don't really think it's changed much. I wish they'd maybe invest in it a bit more because not many places have anything like that. So it's quite unique.
Yeah.
But it's just a bit tired.
Yeah.
Throwaway said, "No way, Typhoon Lagoon is so good." And David says,
I know I'd split decisions on that.
Yeah.
Is there any stuff you want to plug before we wind down or talk about?
No, to be honest, we're a bit rubbish at all of this. But yeah, like just reach out to us. Like we're a bit anxious, but like we're happy to talk, and like we're just really grateful for you guys for inviting us on as well.
That's right. We'll have to meet up at some point.
Yeah, we'd really like to get to know you, and it's just nice being able to meet people who are like-minded as well. So
I've put all your links in the description as well, so people can. There's a lot of links in the description tonight because there's some other stuff I'm going to mention, and I had to put links because Musketeers gave me the Disney photos, and
so thank you, Musketeers.
And Ben and Holly did Joke of the Week. So if anyone wants to do a Joke of the Week, send it in, and it'll get used at some point in the future. Anyone who missed it, there was a Joke of the Week at the start of the show.
Oh,
new segment.
And there's also Love to Explore Photograph Challenge as well, which was to do with turns. That's what the phrase is.
That isn't what you told me you not got to mention. You've got to mention
April,
the podcast.
I've also got to mention someone's podcast because I forgot last week. I'll mention it in a bit when Mike's.
You mention it now, and then I'll mention what I'm going to mention.
Basically, I love listening to this podcast at the minute, and it's to do with all things that are spooky, scary, or whatever. And it's called Scare Seekers.
I forget.
So you've got Aaron. Forgive me if I get this wrong because you guys got my name wrong and called me Susanna. Aaron, James, and Joe all talk about their experiences in terms of things that are scary. It can be from scare mazes to actually doing ghost hunts. And you can have your input in there and put in your own little scary stories and your own sort of experiences as well with like spirits and everything. But at the minute, because it's so lovely and sunny outside, I'm actually listening to spooky stuff at the minute as I'm going to work or doing things like the housework and things like that. So, but yeah, it's such a good podcast. If you've got Spotify, just find it, Scare Seekers. They are on Instagram as well.
Right. What to watch this week? We've got first, I saw it today, Thrillwave's pickle challenge. They gave each other questions and then they had to eat this rather disgusting pickle. And on the last one of them had to drink the juice. But what I learned on there was Rita isn't even the fastest roller coaster on towers.
Oh, is it not?
You're going to have to watch their video to find out what it was. But I'll put a link in the description about that. But I was quite surprised that Rita isn't the fastest roller coaster on towers. And also, Adam and Craig, we missed their premiere because it was at 7, but they've got their vlog, which is linked below as well. So go and watch that. And then next week, we have got Hush Hush Family coming on. So go and see the links about that. And also this last thing, I kind of mentioned on my socials. It's a new show coming on Monday. I think it's going to be about half an hour long at 7 p.m. And there's a panel of us, and I'll let people know which channels are involved as we get closer to Monday. But basically, it's called Attractions Ultimatum, and we've got a bracket of defunct rides that aren't in the UK anymore. And we're going to talk each week and decide which one goes through from the bracket and decide which ride we missed the most. And on Monday, it's going to be Corkscrew versus Loggers Leap. So if anyone wants to get involved in the live chat, by the end of the show, each of us has to vote for one or the other, see which one goes through. But we're going to discuss it. So if you're in the live chat, you can convince people which one they should vote for. I don't know who's going to win out of those two. But I'm going to show the whole bracket on Monday as well, so you can see which rides are in it.
Join in the discussion before we
But
make a decision.
hopefully Dave's going to watch, because I know Dave's going to have some opinions on that. And I think that's everything I've got to mention. I've got one more thing for the end of the show, but that's going to be at the end.
Okay.
So
No, that was the only thing. Just thank you everyone for listening. Give us a like.
What I will say is, just out of curiosity, do you know what a catchphrase is?
No, I don't.
Every week we ask people if they want to say a catchphrase, and no one knows it. So this week, I've actually found a guest who knows our catchphrase. So I've got links. I've got links for him down below. And thanks for watching, and follow everything. And we'll probably see you Monday at 7 if you're going to watch Attractions Ultimatum. So, but this is Loops and Donuts, and they know our catchphrase.
Good evening, and here we are at Thorpe Park, just leaving Thorpe Park now. Had a brilliant day. Just make our way back to Liverpool now. So we've done a few reviews, and we'll do a main review when we get home or in the next few days. Tired. Is that right? Tired?
It is. Very tired.
All we can say is now, we'll see you in the rear view, because for now, we're gone.